Have you guys ever wanted to swing a Keyblade around in virtual reality? Well, guess what? Square Enix are making an official Kingdom Hearts VR game, which is, yeah, that's happening. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Cynical and welcome back to another Kingdom Hearts news and information video. Today we have something pretty strange to talk about, and something that I honestly wouldn't have expected at all, but it's happened and it's going to be a thing. It seems like it's going to be a sort of gimmicky thing, but nonetheless we are going to be receiving a Kingdom Hearts VR experience. Now, when I say that I probably wasn't expecting this to happen, was mainly because of the fact of, you know, Square Enix's biggest franchise when it comes down to it is Final Fantasy, so of course it makes sense for Square Enix to jump on the whole VR sort of market and make something to do with VR with Final Fantasy. That definitely makes sense because it is their biggest franchise, but can't say I was necessarily expecting a VR thing to do with Kingdom Hearts. But nonetheless, I gotta say it is kind of cool, and I personally do have my own PSVR headset, so I'm kind of looking forward to experiencing whatever this might be. But we do have a little bit of news and information about the VR experience. I know that as of right now, a lot of people do have a lot of questions towards this. Exactly what is it? Is it going to be like a main installment into the actual series itself? Will it contain any sort of story-related stuff? Let's dive into some information here. So on the official Square Enix Press website, they actually released a little bit of information to do with the PlayStation VR experience. They mentioned right here, leading up to the Tokyo Game Show, Square Enix and Disney unveiled the Kingdom Hearts VR experience at the PlayStation lineup tour in Japan. This brand new free PlayStation VR system experience will immerse fans in the Kingdom Hearts universe like never before, and allow them to relive some of their fondest Kingdom Hearts memories. Developed by Sony Interactive Entertainment Incorporated and Square Enix, the virtual reality projection mapping project expands the visual experience and invites fans to fully immerse themselves in a 10-minute interactive video featuring music from the Kingdom Hearts franchise. Fans can also unlock new content by simply playing through the Kingdom Hearts VR experience. So that's some basic information that we have as of right now, but just from that little snippet right there, we can pretty much tell that the Kingdom Hearts VR experience is just simply a little gimmicky thing, and really not much more. This doesn't mean that it's absolutely necessary to play the VR experience in order to understand certain things that are happening in the story, and I think this is where a lot of people sort of got a little bit worried with the announcement of this, especially for the people who don't actually have the VR headset. It means that they're not going to be able to experience this, and so there would definitely be a problem if Square Enix decided to put some story-related stuff into this VR experience, because for the people who don't have a headset, it means they cannot experience it. So I'm hoping that there isn't going to be any kind of canon-related stuff in this game. It did say at the end of this information, it said fans can unlock new content by simply playing through the Kingdom Hearts VR experience. Now, I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means new content for this in itself, or perhaps new content for something like Kingdom Hearts 3. Say if you finish the VR experience, similar to the Classic Kingdom campaign that's going on in Union Cross. As you guys know, once you finish that, you get the Starlight Keyblade for Kingdom Hearts 3. So I don't know, maybe they might end up doing a sort of similar thing with the VR experience, where you finish it, you might get a cool little skin for KH3 or something along those lines. However, within the trailer for the VR experience, we actually do see a few different sort of gameplay scenes of you actually being able to, like, you know, hold the Keyblade and like smack enemies. So it's not just an experience of like literally sitting there watching different cutscenes and listening to Kingdom Hearts music. It seems like at certain points of this experience, you actually do get to interact to a certain degree of actually smacking Heartless with a virtual Keyblade, which is kind of cool. You've got to admit, it's kind of cool, a little bit strange, but cool at the same time. Also, the gameplay seems sort of interesting, even though it seems like there is not going to be any sort of canon-related stuff in this game. The different areas in which you actually get to play in so far from what we've seen is Mickey's library area in the Disney Castle. There's also like a little dive to the heart in which, I don't know, this could act as like the main menu where you can watch a bunch of different like scenes from the Kingdom Hearts games. And then we also have the throne room in the Land of Departure, the very place where of course Terra as well as Aqua took their mark of mastery. So a few familiar different Kingdom Hearts locations we're going to literally be able to embrace in virtual reality, which is kind of cool. And this is free, so it's not going to cost anything whatsoever. If you already got a PSVR, then you're pretty much good to go. All in all though, do not be too worried about this if you are a person that currently doesn't have the PlayStation VR. It doesn't really look like this is going to be something that is going to be overly too important really whatsoever. Like I said, this really just seems like a little gimmicky VR thing for Kingdom Hearts, and that's pretty much it. Like the press site said, it's really a 10-minute experience of just looking at different Kingdom Hearts scenes, and in some instances we get to smack a few shadows in the face, but that's really it. Cool, and I enjoy the fact that it is actually free, because if they were charging for something like this, I would be a little bit about the whole thing. Now, as of right now, there is no current known release dates, so I would say at just like sort of some random point, the release date would just randomly get revealed, maybe when TGS actually kicks off, September 20th through till the 23rd. But when more stuff comes out about the VR experience, I'll be sure to let you guys know. However, dudes, with all that being said, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. Thought that I would get this information out to you guys because this is pretty strange, and I know as of right now, a lot of people are wanting to know more about exactly what this is. So there's your slice of information. Hopefully you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day. I'm Cynical, and until next time, guys, I'll catch you later. Peace.